Good evening and good morning and good night wherever you are in this wonderful world. I'm Aurena Gatefula. I'm a psychic, I'm a healer, I'm a multidimensional being, and I'm the admin of the touring group. So I have always so many life stories and support and positivity, right? And I'm still positive, but I'm also very sad today. I'm really sad today. I just want to share with you what happens to starseed on Earth. And I'm not sharing the story with you to show how miserable my life is or how miserable we are on Earth and how terrible Earth is. No, I'm sharing this story because I want to show you how wonderful this planet is. The last 3 weeks since full moon, and this full moon was very intense, it's funny, I have someone I love very much, and he's in Sri Lanka. I was seeing him for almost a year when I was there to live there. I didn't live there because of him, I lived there because for me, my mom is Sri Lankan. I'm half Sri Lankan, and I did that because I knew I'm not going to live in Germany anymore. And I remember in October, before COVID happened in 2019, I got really sick for 6 weeks. And my cats, and I had beautiful cats, her name was Lily, and I just am sharing this story with you. I want you to show how powerful love is, how amazing animals are, and that how much you'll be always protected. So this cat Lily came to me just giving me love and affection, and she was like a doggy, and I could like throw this hair rubber and she would just snowflake. I mean, those cats are amazing. They would just go, run, catch the hair rubber and bring it back to me, and they would breathe like a doggy. And I'm like, what kind of cat are you? What happened to you? They were so funny. And all of a sudden in October, I got really sick. For 6 weeks, I was in bed, and it was the first time. I don't take any medicine, but I had to take painkillers, paracetamol. I had so much pain in my body. But I always have amazing people and spirits around me who help me heal, which I take homeopathy. And then after 6 weeks, I was fine. But the funny thing is that my cats got sick, and they ran away, and they didn't come back. And I was so devastated because I didn't understand why they wouldn't come back, but I could feel that there's some energy, call it psychic attacks, call it whatever you want. So the story is that they protected me. Whatever it was, they protected me. And I know that light workers and beautiful star seeds here on Earth who have so much love do get attacks, but I want to come, please listen till the end, watch this. This is a very important message, okay? So after this, I just healed so much from my childhood trauma, abuse, this and that. I healed so much. And then I decided not to go to India to meet some person from the government, a beautiful soul who's very spiritual. And he invited me to work with women and children. And of course I would do that. It's the first thing I would do. But I didn't because my body was not ready, and my body said, no, don't go to India. So I decided to go for, instead of $700 flying 1 hour to India or 3 hours to North Delhi, I was deciding to fly for $700 up and down to Hawaii in 30 hours. Because the universe was showing me a message, and that person was very spiritual. He said, Agatha, I understand, I will see you soon. I said, yes, I need to go to Hawaii. So I went to Hawaii, I was there, and it was amazing. Everything was falling into place, and a few days before I was supposed to go back to Sri Lanka shut down because of COVID, and I couldn't go back, so I was stuck in Hawaii. Kind of stuck, it was a positive stuck. So I had amazing friends helping me to get a home very cheap, to get a car, rent a car very cheap and reasonable, because everyone, the whole universe and friends and people reached out and helped me. I got the clients at the right time, which I didn't have access to the money in the account in Sri Lanka because so many things just went. I'm sure that many people had facing issues when COVID happened. So I was in Hawaii. I was not miserable. I was there, and I was grateful in a way because I always trust the universe that I'm guided in the right direction. But the very first thing is I knew it's not going to open up again. So my friends were helping me to get rid of my flat in Sri Lanka, which was a good thing. And I realized how grateful I am for all the friends in my life who were helping me. So then what happened is they had major election in Sri Lanka, this and that. And I'm always connected to Sri Lanka big time because Sri Lanka is a part of Lemuria. So it's all about crystals. We have blue sapphire there, we have yellow sapphire there, we have rubies in Sri Lanka, aquamarine. There's so many crystals. The whole island is made of quartz crystals. So then I was 4 months in Hawaii, and then the American government said, hey, you're German, your visa is expiring, you need to leave, you have to go to Mexico. And I'm like, okay. And I was scared because I had so many past life memories of Mexico, and it was not the stories which people talk about because there's criminal stuff going on all over the world. So I don't care about those things. I know I'm always protected. But there were a lot of past life stories which came up about being a priestess, being sacrificed with the cenotes and the pyramids and all those things. And when I came here, I didn't know there were pyramids. I didn't know there were cenotes. And it was quite a ride because Tulum is a huge vortex and the motherhood is very strong here. So you're going to heal and release lots from the womb about motherhood, about having a mother, about childhood trauma, which is a huge blessing to me. So then in October last year, when I was in Mexico, I still was in touch with the person I love very much in Sri Lanka. There's this one woman reaching out to me since the year of 2000, I think 16 or 17, which the first time she reached out to me when I was living in Germany saying, this guy is a cheat, he's bad, this, that. And I was like, I don't care, he's a friend, I'm in Germany, there's nothing I should be bothered, but why is she reacting that way? And all this while we had like this person I love, he would sometimes get really like slash out and call me names and fight with me and tell me weird things, and I would never understand why he would acting really, yeah, I would say call it bad and that's narcissistic in a way towards me, and I couldn't understand it. I was like, why is he acting that way towards me? There's no reason. And if I would ask him, he wouldn't give me any answer. And it was quite cruel in a way. It was hard for me, but it made me stronger because the more those things happened, the more I dig deeper and the more I healed and released within myself. Because I never give up. I always walk the path of fear, and I face my fear because I know love is powerful. Okay, so in October again, that woman reached out saying she's in a relationship with him and I should back off and stay away. And I'm like, what? I'm not even in Sri Lanka. If you both are in love, you should stay with each other. But I was mad at him because I felt he betrayed me and he lied to me, because to me, relationship, love and sexuality is something very secret, something very holy. And those things matter to me. So, but then he blocked me, I blocked him, and we didn't talk for 6 months, and I could always feel him day and night, because when I have a relationship to a soulmate, it's very strong. So I would always know what's going on his side, and 6 months passed by like nothing. I can't even not imagine it's like 6 months because so many things happened. And then 3 weeks ago on full moon, I saw 2 yellow birds, and the animal spirits, they always, it's just amazing how nature works with me and supports me. So I saw 2 yellow birds, and then I remembered him, and I was thinking, you know what, I love you still a lot. It doesn't matter if you're with someone else or not. And then all of a sudden he reached out to me. I'm thinking that's him, but it was actually her. It was that, I call it crazy woman, which sent me a message with a fake profile pretending to be him. And of course, after 6 months, there were so many unresolved issues. I slashed out at him and I called him names, and I said, you know, I told him all the things which I couldn't tell him. I asked him all the questions which I couldn't tell him because it was stored up within me, because we blocked each other, right? And it was hard for me to get in touch with him, but then I couldn't sleep, and I was thinking all the things he told me, they were so off, they were so different from the way he normally talks to me. So then I reached out, like I cried the whole night. I was like, what's going on here? Something is just not right here. And then I reached out to my best friend and I said, you know, you need to please, I know you're having lots going on, you have a family, but I need to talk to someone, I need to find out what's going on. And she said, you know, Agatha, if he talks to you like that, something is wrong on his side and he's not happy. And then I thought, yeah, something is wrong. And then I realized, you know what, that's not him. It was not his account, it was her. Because the energy was so different. And then I reached out to his friend, I reached out to him through a different number I'm using here in Mexico, and I said, you know what, I need to know, is this you or not? And he said no, and all his friends said it's not him. Stay away from this crazy woman. I said, I blocked her everywhere, I don't know why she's doing this. So now listen, the crazy part is, after I found out it's her and she was telling she's pregnant by him and she's in love with him, this and that, I was like, oh my God, what she does is kind of a cybercrime. It's not kind of, it's cybercrime. It's very illegal what she does. So I reached out to him, I showed him all the messages, and it's going to the court now. And this woman is so full of hate and rage and anger. And I know she does black magic because I have a cat, a beautiful cat, and this cat is with me 6 months. He came to me and he cried in front of the door till I would let him in, but he wouldn't let me pet him because he was so scared. He was like a street cat, always ready to fight, right? But the more and more he started trusting me, I gave him space, I would feed him and I would start petting him, and then he would come to me in my bed and just sleep next to me. And that was such a beautiful blessing, because to me, I'm full of gratitude because I did feel and see how much that cat loves me and trusts me. So this cat, and that night when I had huge major headache and she posted again something about me towards a friend, I was not well and my cat got into a cat attack. 3 cats were attacking him, and I was thinking, I heard him and I was like, middle of the night, why he can't be up there like on the other side of the village. So I felt something is off, but I was also not well. So long story short, she did some black magic, I know that for sure. And my cat died 2 days ago and I was really sad. But I know that everything happens for a reason, because I'm not going to live here forever. And that cat was already very old, 12 years old. And I think I did have lots of love for the cat, and the cat had a lot of love for me. And then I saw how many people in the village were supporting me to find my cat. But I had to do something about this black magic, right? And the crazy part is, I don't hate her. I don't feel angry. I feel just so sad. I cried because I was thinking, how can she hate me so much, not knowing me, because she's in love with this man, but this man doesn't want to do anything to do with her. And then I felt, oh my gosh, how sad must be that life of her, that she has to do crazy things like this. And it's not with him the first time, she does this many times. And so this is like a real, actually life story, okay? This is not some story from a book or TV, this is real. So this woman is actually a model, and she used to be Miss Sri Lanka. She was Miss Sri Lanka in 2016, and she reached out to politicians in Sri Lanka trying to spoil my name. But you know what? The thing is that people know me so well that I know whatever she says and know whatever she does, no one will believe her, because I have proved myself to so many people in so many years. And I was always safe. It was just that when the moment when she dragged my friends into it, I was like, hey, this is not okay. You cannot drag my people into it, which I love so much. I'm like a lion, roar. I protect my tribe. Okay, so I did something about it, and then I thought, okay, if there's black magic involved, I need to do something. So I reached out to some of my friends, and I always have people who did cord removal, healing. They were just supporting me amazing. One of them is Flora Sage. One of them is Mrs. König in Germany, which amazing people. One of them is Ruth Kadush, which is in Austria. They're amazing, amazing light workers and healer, and very strong and powerful and full of love. And I trust them. So then I have this one lady in Mexico here which does chiropractic, and I asked her, I said, do you know anyone who can maybe release that or do something about it? And the next day, Tag, that lady who can remove black magic, she has this appointment every day, full, and she passed by at my village, and that day she could come and see me, which was like, she said, you know what, you're ready, I can help you, because normally you can look at my calendar, it's all full. And I'm like, wow. And then what she did is, and now listen, this is so important. She said, we are going to look into your past lives, the karmic relationship you have with this person, with this lady. What did you do to her in your past life? And I'm like, what? And then she looked into it, and she like she did the pendulum, and she checked, and then she said, you know, in your past life you did a lot of things to her. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry about this. So she made me do a kind of Ho'oponopono, but it's not Ho'oponopono. It's about forgiveness. It's about forgiving her. It's about forgiving myself. So we did look into what I did to her, then what did she do to me in this life, and then about my sins in general in past lives. And then a lot of black magic came up, and I was thinking, I know in my heart that I'm not a bad person, I'm a good person, I know that. But then I spoke with a friend about it, and I realized, and now listen, starseeds, this is so important. Many lifetimes we followed many religions and many cultures and cults and organizations and gurus and sadhus and whatsoever. This why in this lifetime I'm not following and joining any communities or groups, because I trust in source, I trust in myself, and I do what's right. And I don't join anyone, because I want everyone to be in their own power. And then I realized, let's say if you're Catholic and you join and you're being a part of the church, what does church do? It's all black magic, what they do. From the baptism, closing the third eye, you being a child, to all the prayers and stuff. And it's not just Catholics, it's so many other religions and cults which there's black magic involved. Like when you say, take the Holy Christ, take the body of the Holy Christ, something, I mean, what is that? It's blood, it's sacrificing, which is nonsense. You will find this in all religions, even about the sexual abuse, about suppressing the sexual energy. So even if you have done black magic unknowingly, that will still be there in this lifetime. So if you get psychic attacks, it's not because you're a bad person, it's because you believed something to be true, which was in the end of the day against the law of nature. And then I was thinking, oh my gosh, this is one reason I'm so scared of my powers when I'm stepping up into my full power. But then I thought, wow, if I release this in this lifetime, that means I'm going to be even more stronger, and I can use those abilities for love and light and supporting humanity. So this story is not about me being angry at the world. It's about you understanding that it's in your power, that you have all the tools and rights to do good in this world, to release the old karmic pattern, to release psychic attacks, to release black magic. You have the power, you have the love, you have the light. And whatever we did in past lives, it's not because we're bad people, that's because we thought it's right. There are people who are bad, but even the bad people are bad for a reason. No one is bad for no reason. So yes, my cat died and I'm still grieving. And now the most amazing story I want to share with you is 2 days ago he died, and yesterday I saw the whole village full of butterflies, and today in the morning all the birds are surrounding me, even in my bedroom, which had never happened in more than 6 months. The birds were trying to come into the window, to come to my bedroom from all the windows, looking at me, singing, chirping, and I'm like, wow, what's going on here? And then I just knew, this is my cat saying he loves me. This is universe, this is nature trying to tell me, we love you so much, you're not alone, we are there for you, and you're protected, you're loved. And I just want to send you this message and tell you today, no matter how hard life is, no matter what you're facing, dig deep, release whatever's going on in your life. Don't blame others. Look into yourself and heal it. And remember that you're so much loved, that you're so full of light and love. And we're here to release the old stuff. We're here to heal the world by healing ourselves. I love you guys so much. I really hope this supports you in some way. And is maybe an eye-opening. I always have, I do starseed activations, which activates your psychic abilities, helps you to remember who you are. I do healer activation, which helps you to activate your healing abilities from the Atlantean and Lemurian time. I have a playlist which I'm going to tag here, which is free of charge. I have healing meditation, powerful ones from all over the world where I have traveled, which is very reasonable on my webpage. So please do the work, you can do it. There's a saying in Germany that if you want God to help you, help yourself, because you are God, you are goddess, okay? So much love for you, from me, for everyone out there. Yeah, I'm going to download this video and I will upload it on YouTube, and please share it with other people. Make sure that you remember who you are and that you're strong and that you can heal and release anything and everything. And there will be always someone looking out there for you. Someone will be protecting you. And if someone does black magic, it's because there's something wants to heal in you. And that's called self-love. Your intuition is a lesson for all of us to learn to keep our minds clean and clear. I have a cat that was feral. She's a minx. She doesn't have a tail like a bobcat. Her fur is soft and full. That's amazing. That's so beautiful. You know, animals are so beautiful. Like all the animals, they just come up to me. They know when you're sad. And animals and nature will always be there for you. So don't be scared to be alone. You will never be alone. There will always be someone for you. You know, the other day someone asked me, Agatha, do you travel alone? Are you alone? And then I was like, yeah, I travel alone. But then I remembered then I realized what he tried to ask me was, are you alone? And I was like, no, I'm never alone. I always have people with me who come out of the blue. I always have animals everywhere I go. I have the most amazing families and people with me. And I don't feel alone. I'm never alone, never. I do feel alone with someone who is disconnected to their hearts and I spend time with them. That's the worst time ever, and I stay away from those people. That's when I feel lonely, because then I feel their pain and I don't like that. And you don't have to feel alone. But if you do feel alone, a sign of black magic is big time headache, fungus, if you feel like suicide, if you feel you're alone and you don't want to live anymore, or you get all of a sudden really angry, I have a playlist. Please do entities removal, please do protection spell, please do forgiveness exercise, forgive yourself for what you have done, knowing or unknowingly forgive others for what they have done to you, knowingly or unknowingly. Ask God to forgive them, ask others to forgive you and to forgive them. And it's not about saying, hey, it's okay what you do. It's about getting rid of the burden, what happened energetically. So you're letting go of control and you're letting universe handle it. That's what forgiveness is. Forgiveness is you letting go and let the universe take charge of what's going on. So law of nature can take its course. That's what it is. I love you guys so much. Trust in the process, trust in divine timing, trust in yourself, and love. Love is powerful. Bye.